verses 20. Good, interesting piece for today. Today is Thursday. It's Thankful Thursday. I am thankful for Jesus, for his sacrifice, for his healing power that he shares with us. And by his stripes, the word says, by his stripes we are healed. This woman had so much faith. In verse 20 it says, just then a woman who had suffered from bleeding for 12 years approached from behind and touched the end of his robe. She said to herself, if I can just touch his robe, I will be made well. Jesus turned and saw her. Have courage, daughter, he said. Your faith has saved you. And the woman was made well from that moment. So the interesting thing about this verse, the robe, the word that is used for robe comes from another book in the Bible at the end, which is Malachi. And so Malachi chapter 4, verse 2 says, but for you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings, and you will go out and playfully jump like calves from the stall. You will trample the wicked, for they will be ashes under the soles of your feet on the day I am preparing, says the Lord of armies. So he says, on the day I am preparing. Okay? And he's talking about the healing in its wings. This word for wings is the same word in Hebrew that is used for the robe, the fringe of his garment, the edges. It's the same word in Hebrew. So the word is kanap, and it's the same word. So the translation of the New Testament word for this robe translates into a Greek word, but comes from the original word kanap, which is the prophecy in Malachi that the healing would be in the kanap, which it says, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings, but it's kanap, and the healing, it's the edge, it's the fringe of his robe. Anyway, so this was prophetic about how Jesus would be healing, and this was, I think, Malachi. Anyway, there was like 400 years between the Old Testament and the New Testament, I believe. So it wasn't, it wasn't by the same author or whatever. And so every word in the Bible is God breathed, and this was, a good story for them to include, because the woman, a Jewish woman, I'm assuming, because the other woman that wanted her daughter to be healed, she wasn't a Jewish woman, and Jesus kind of told her, like, hey, it's not fair that the food go to the dogs, it should go to the children first. So if it wasn't a Jewish person, so she was probably given some of the prophecies, or she knew theoretically, but maybe I'll post it as a picture or a photo or something. I don't know if I can attach that to this, but it's a good reminder that God's plan for healing is a plan that he's had for us for a long, long time.